Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, a few days ago, we were reliably informed that the government was using the National Intelligence Service to gauge public opinion. Experts criticize this. They are saying that anytime the government would want to gauge public opinion on any matter, they are not supposed to use the NIS. They should contract another company to do it on their behalf. Nevertheless, the NIS conducted public opinion, and in what we are told, we are being informed that the government wanted to know your opinion about health, what you feel about how the government is going around the transition from the She to Sha, now the Taifa Care. The government also wanted to understand your general feeling about the security of the nation and whether you are satisfied about the security and what they are doing towards protection from internal and external forces. And there was something about the economy, how you feel about the economy and what the government is trying to do to turn around this economy. The questions narrowed around those three. But then experts are saying that the government did not just want to know your opinion on economy, security, and health system. What the government was interested in was the political angle. Because William Ruto is busy working to ensure that he captures this seat for the second time come 2027. And this was happening just about 4 to 5 months after Gen Z's protest. Because there are things that had happened that became a thorn in the flesh to the government, and they wanted to know the aftermath. And one of them was the Gen Z's protest that rocked the government and scared Ruto stiff. Ruto knew he was going home. As a result of the Gen Z's protest, Ruto said it was Rigathi Gachagua who had infiltrated. And of course, there are people around Rigathi Gachagua who were being investigated. And I believe the result that we have is that charges had been leveled against them. The DCI had given the DPP a go-ahead to prosecute them. Rigathi went home. As a result, he was impeached. Raila Amolo Odinga was brought to the government, and there was that expansion of the government to now what we call the broad-based government. And then Kithure Kindiki was appointed as the DP. Now, as a result of that, the government wanted to know, this is exactly what they wanted to understand, the implication of Gen Z's protest. How does the youth of today feel about William Samoei Ruto? They wanted to know, does the inclusion of Raila Amolo Odinga into this government change anything? If William Ruto was to campaign, if election were to be called today, would William Ruto win? Would the people of Nyanza and Raila supporters vote for him automatically just because Raila has supported him? These are some of the things that William Ruto wanted to understand. What about the implication about Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment? And then this deliberate disintegration of Mount Kenya into Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. Did it achieve anything? And finally, the appointment of Kithure Kindiki. Did it cover the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua? So those are part of the issues that they wanted to understand. Now it seems that what William Ruto received is not good news, because after the information that the NIS was gauging people's opinion, we have seen William Ruto's reaction, and we can always understand the result of the public opinion. And how do we know that things are not good? This is what I want us to look at, just to show you that the NIS gave William Ruto the worst report, and William Ruto decided to rush into action. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell. Give this video likes. It goes a long way in helping the video. Kindly help us share videos. Thank you very much for all our returning subscribers. Ladies and gentlemen, immediately the NIS gave this report, we saw William Ruto rush to Ichaweri, meaning that on the issue of whether Rigathi's impeachment and replacement by Kithure Kindiki would work, the NIS told William Ruto it is not going to work. In fact, it is worse than it was. Because someone must have deceived Ruto, given him this fallacy that if you impeach Rigathi Gachagua and give this position to Kithure Kindiki, then Mount Kenya East will be so happy that you'll be able to separate Mount Kenya East from Mount Kenya West. But you've seen in Embu, Rigathi Gachagua continues to receive massive support, attention, and sympathy. For Kithure Kindiki, he's unable to unite Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West. In fact, even apart from his own area, people walk away from him like it happened in the Rift Valley, because Kithure Kindiki has got this baggage when he was the security minister and Gen Zs were killed. So the NIS must have told William Ruto, this is not working. And how was he going to cover for it? He decided to rush to Uhuru Kenyatta to try and help him to salvage Mount Kenya. And that is why we were even informed that after Uhuru shared this news to Mama Ngina, he refused to meet William Ruto in Statehouse. Neither did he consider meeting William Ruto in his home in Nairobi. He commanded William Ruto to meet him in Chaweri. So that is number one. As if that is not enough, because it seems after taking the goats there, they did not have a deal yet. And how did William Ruto, and what did William Ruto do? William Ruto decided to send diplomats. That is why a representative from American Embassy and the United High Commissioner decided to visit Uhuru just a day after William Ruto went to Ishaweri. All this is in a bid to try and convince Uhuru Kenyatta to support William Ruto to salvage Mount Kenya. Number two, William Ruto decided to try and appease Mount Kenya by considering an appointment of the Interior Cabinet Secretary from Nyeri. And with that, they thought that the Nyeri people would embrace that. Just because Rigathi Gachagua was coming from Nyeri and has been impeached, they thought that if they are given this position, at least they will cool down. But that has backfired, because even today, the leaders were telling them, we do not want, the only position that we want in Nyeri is that position of the presidency. So all the efforts that William Ruto is making to try and cover for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua is not working at all, because the mountain is rebelling. It is not only the mountain. In fact, if there is one thing that is becoming even a thorn in the flesh, is that it is not only Mount Kenya that is boiling up, it is the whole country. They are tired of William Ruto. Songs are everywhere. Kasongo, Ruto must go, Mwizi. They don't know what to do, because at first they thought that the problem was Rigathi Gachagua. Now, after impeaching Rigathi Gachagua, they aggravated problems in Mount Kenya. And then when you add on top of the other rebellion from all the corners of the country, William Ruto does not know what to do. Now, today, people were reminding him that he had promised that he would clean Nairobi River by December, and he will even bring some fish and place in that river. So people are telling him December is almost gone. We want to go and swim in that river. So people continue to remind him of all the lies, all the promises that he keeps on heaping up anytime he meets Kenyans. And then recently saw how women were being beaten when they were protesting against femicide. So William Ruto is very difficult to help, because you try to fill one hole, he digs another. And this is so difficult even for the handlers of William Ruto, because they don't know what to do. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is why he rushed to Mama Ngina. But can Mama Ngina really help William Samoei Ruto? The only thing he gained out of that visit is maybe Mama Ngina forgave him for all the frustration and intimidation that he meted on the family. But as to whether Mama Ngina and Uhuru Kenyatta can help William Ruto gain inroads in Mount Kenya, I don't think, because everyone is alert and they're telling William Ruto, if you pick any leader from here, you will go alone. We are not going with them. Things are so tough that even the NIS cannot save William Samoei Ruto. Mama Ngina cannot save him. Uhuru Kenyatta cannot save him. Raila Amolo Odinga cannot save him. Yes, they thwarted the Gen Z's protest. Yes, they impeached Rigathi Gachagua. But Kenyans are alert. They are tired. They are saying we only have one agenda, to take William Ruto home. And we wait for 2027 and see how things will transpire. But people have got the energy. They are in high spirit. They are wiser than they were. They are not gullible anymore. And they are warning that this time round, it's going to be a different ballgame. Do you think Kenyans will be able to impeach William Ruto in 2027 officially on the ballot?